What's going on, guys? G85. We're doing some tech talk and shop stuff. So this is a project I've been working on for about, I think, 2 weeks now specifically. So a lot of tools here, but specifically it started with the concept of crow's feet for the application of using a torque wrench properly, since we have torque specs and all that fun stuff. So we have a lot of random stuff, wrenches, and over here we also have broken tools and broken oh crap moments that have happened in the last week or two. So the bolts I decided to use were just regularly going to be 9/16 bolts, which are would be this guy here. So I don't have a 9/16 ratcheting wrench with me, but I do have a 10mm here, which is now added to the list of tools needed for the project. So this is a nice option, but the headspace doesn't work, so we have to go old school and use just a regular old box wrench and small quarter turn on some stuff here, specifically with this. Box end fits on, I'd say, 80% of the fasteners, but then open end is the other option, hence the reason for the crow's foot. So at the time I did not have this, which is a snap-on purchase one. I got this literally the same day I started the project. He wanted to sell me the kit, but I'm like, I don't need the kit, I just need the one. And I ended up with this. And here is the reason we buy quality tools. So this is a Tang brand one. And the torque load where you're putting on the fasteners that these were going on is, I believe, 44 foot-pounds. This has actually still slipped, even though it's a nice quality tool. It has slipped and rounded some fasteners just a little bit. This is a 14. We had to do some conversional math at the time because this was not present. And the other option we had at the time was this. This is a 14mm sunex. Better option, more bite options, less slipping. But this tool was ground down and modified, if you can see, and that's for the clearances. When we're going like this, there's points that it's hitting because we're in a U-joint situation where we're losing access points, where the regular crow's foot is a better application than this because it's thinner. So we were doing all this stuff at first. Then we got some stuff purchased. We got a little proto torque adapter so far. This thing actually is fitting in very well, even compared to this. So we have a proper torque application for that scenario there, along with, quality tools do matter. So I wouldn't purchase 10 crow's foot. Just, I've broken many of those in 5 years, but this is being utilized properly. And then, so the next one was the other issue was 18mm bolt. So we're using a hybrid of American and metric bolts in this project. Is 18mm. We can get the crow's foot, yes, easy. Box end is nigh impossible to find, so I ground down another sunex to a certain degree. It gave me a little bit of lip, but between using the wrench, box end, and these and trying to apply torque, we were rounding off fasteners yet again. And this is a total of, every time we switch this unit up, we're going to be replacing 24 fasteners at a time. So this now is no longer needed because the fix that we decided to work with, or I came up with, since they sent us all this hardware, which is an M12 by 175 hardware. We got almost, I think, 200 of these fasteners. So what I decided was, we're going to go with these fasteners, and we cut down an old broken 10mm Allen key. I'm going to slide this guy in there. I'm going to take a 10mm crow's foot from Sunex and go like that. And then we're going to put our torque wrench on there and boom, boom. And surprisingly, it gives us the clearance we need to get better bite. Now let's hope we don't slip out of this or anything. So we went with a modification on that one here. the other addition is now 10mm needs to be added for a wrench because splash guard needs to be removed for this. Also, we've had to cut down and modify these bolts. These are 7/8 by 9 thread pitch. And then the rounded fastener issue we had with the 9/16 was addressed at like 11 p.m. at night. Got a phone, returned a phone call, and this was slipping. My box was unlocked. Crow's foot was also slipping, they said. I told them go to my box, and finally these got used. This is the Astro rounded nut fastener stuff. So part number for this guy is 7180XL05. This is the 9/16 one. Comes in a 7-piece set. And the technician said this saved his bacon, and it took everything off just fine for him. And the other fastener is a 13/16, so I really don't use this size that often at work. I get to see if we're going to be able to see how good this right grip stuff does work. And for the torque application, we bought a Proto deep 12-point that I ground down maybe 1/4 of an inch. So we're just going to slam it on here. So fits on this. This is the shortest extension Snap-on makes. I asked if they make something small. This is the smallest they make, they told me. So nice, good side that's not been modified. We're going to try to get this on there, get it on there with a torque wrench, but unfortunately for the torque load, I don't have a 3/8 torque wrench that goes that high, so we're going to remove the splash guard and put her in there and come in here with a half-drive torque wrench and hopefully get her done. And my hope is this thing doesn't spread nor crack. Other thought I had was using the wrench with a wrench extender and the little wrench extender here on a box end, and using that, holding all those together. Another big size bolt we're using an inch and a 5/16 on this project. But we had some oh crap moments that included needing some tap work and some broken bolt work, so the gear wrench turbo style sockets came in handy, along with the tap sockets and some thread chases. And then I also had to do some rethreading on this project, and I broke a tap, which this kit is very, very handy for. And this is a kit by Walton, and the kit number is 18001. It's a 4-flute kit. So this is a tap I broke, and I was prepared for every situation, at least on this particular project. On top of today, we had a near electrical fire, so this is a very time conductive project, and it's very fun. It's been interesting because it's been consistently changed in the last 2 weeks, guys. But this is some of the stuff I've been working with. Specifically, the crow's feet caught me off guard because I don't have very many of them except for this small set of the Sunex. So I'm looking at having to grab some more of these. 18mm crow's foot. I haven't found. Snap-on doesn't even sell one, supposedly. Only company I found that does is a company called Martin Tools, if you are looking for a 12-point crow's foot, guys. But this is GM85 for Tech Stock and Shop. Just gabbing about what I've kind of been working on, guys. So I'll catch y'all later.